Self-realization is all about letting go of the ego and of your identity. A lot of starseeds that I talk with these days are having real difficulty of letting go. In their minds, they're ready, but the reality shows that it's quite hard to let go of what you identify with. And that's often really the hardest part, is letting go of your struggles. And it sounds so insane, right? I like to unpack that in this video. The fact that it is so difficult to let go of your traumas and your struggles, because they're so familiar. They're so part of you. They have become part of your ego. They have become part of your identity. I am a person that is traumatized. I'm not speaking for me, but in general, right? I am someone that had abuse, for example, in my childhood. So I am that traumatized person. And every conversation can then go back to that part. I am traumatized. Well, conversations with me, because I'm the spiritual psychologist, right? Coming always back to, this is how I'm formed. This is where I took my perception. And now that is what I'm creating and projecting inside this world, right? Creating my own reality. So letting go of what you believe you are and your stories, your values, your limitations. Although conceptually you think, of course I want to let go of that. Oh, but lots of you doesn't really. They want to hold on to it, what is familiar. Your ego wants to hold on to everything that is familiar. So how to deal then with that feeling of uncertainty when that happens, right? Another way to explaining it is, your ego is trying to give everything meaning. And especially from childhood, you give things meaning. So if a parent is not the ideal parent, which is none of the parents, which does something to you, being it abused in the worst things that can happen to you, but even simply by not giving you love or letting you cry in bed and your parent not being there, just a moment that really struck you as a child, a baby, a child, a young child till the age of 7, let's say. It could also be afterwards, but that's where we really form our identity, right? And you could have given that meaning that you were not important, you were not worthy, you were not good enough, you were insignificant, whatever it was. Simply so, giving that meaning, that's why it's so important. You give that meaning as a child, so your relationship with your parents stays intact. Because as a human species, we need our parents, we need our caregivers, our caretakers, right? For our growth. So that's why it's built in to us, that we then give it meaning in such a way that it doesn't ruin that relationship. Because as a small child, if I already see that my parent is insufficient, whichever way, then I might ruin that relationship, but I need it for so many things, for feeding and taking care of me, but also my emotional needs and my needs for love and care and tenderness. So we do everything in our way to make sure that we keep that relationship. And then we given ourselves a way of, this is who I am, this is my identity, and from there I create my reality. And from there, and that's what your ego does all the time, give things meaning, but then from the glasses, the identity that you have given yourself, you have created that. No matter what your circumstances were, how difficult they were, you have given it meaning, and that meaning is what causes the trauma. The way you identify yourself is what's causing the trauma, not the event itself. Well, that might have induced it, but the way you gave it meaning is what really is the trauma that you're still carrying. So it always comes back to you. Not that you are at fault, but the fact that you gave it meaning, so you can also give it a different meaning. That's where the power really lays, right? Okay, coming back to the difficulty of letting go of an identity, letting go of a story. And then I see a lot of people that I connect with, right? Starseeds that I work with or having on a call. And so I hear the stories, which is such a blessing. I love to hear what people are in their journey. And lately, a lot of them are letting go of that identity and are in that and not there yet in the space of familiar with how that is without a part of their identity, because it always goes in phases, right? And that feeling of, I don't know who I am. If I'm not that, who am I then, right? If I'm not my story, then who am I? And the ego is trying to hold on, grip, holding, giving meaning, but holding on to life. Where can I hold on to? And the more you move to self-realization, the less there is to hold on to. You go to a space where there's no holding on to, where it's just a place of, I'm not telling you anything new, but a place of being, right? Being really what you truly are, your love and your light. Your higher self, your expansion, your multidimensionality. Well, you can give it so many words. But basically it is that feeling really centered within you and that pure love, that light that you are. Feeling it, that you are it. Living it, right? Living from there, doing life. And the more you step into that, the more you connect with that, the more you feel that you are that. The less the old stories are valid anymore, can come with you there. And there's a part that every time there's a part of you that you drop and let go of. But that moment of before you drop it is like, this part of you that wants to hold on. It wants to hold on with dear life, your dear ego, right? And give it credit for wanting to hold on because it thinks it's keeping you safe by doing so. Nothing against that sweet little ego. I'm calling it little because I'm this and my ego is that. And if your ego is that and you feel that your pureness is this, which is not, it's always this, then I want to invite you to come to my 5-day journey. I'm doing a free 5-day journey, so now and then, for you to really connect with your higher self, feel that you are that light and that love, and start living from there. Because I see a lot of people that are very well connected, very spiritual, but they don't see that reflected in all aspects of their life. And I think as starseeds, we are here to embrace life. We know how it is to live in higher spheres, in higher dimension. We know that is familiar. And we want to go again, right? To what is familiar out there. But it's all about, we are here in this lifetime to embody it, to ground it, to feel what we are while we do life. That's when we support the ascension. That's what the 5-day is about. So it's for free. Join anytime that you're ready for that. You're welcome. So again, about the ego death, as it is also called. I once remember years ago when I lived on Mallorca, and I invited my son to join an ayahuasca ceremony, which was new for me relatively. I did it once and then I didn't work, want to try it again. And he was 18 at the time, invited him to join. And he looked it up and he got very enthusiastic. And he says, yes, I love to do that ego death. At the time, I didn't really know what the term was. And I was like, well, I don't think we need to go there. That sounds a bit drastic, right? Where do you then, if your ego dies, you disappear? Was really my thought, I remember. And but he was so right. He was absolutely right about the fact that that might help you to move further in self-realization and let go more of what you not are. Your identity, your ego, right? Well, it didn't happen like that exactly. It's a whole other story. And for me, the whole ayahuasca never worked. I don't know. I think the reason why it never worked is in the fact that nothing happened. I did 3 nights in a row with a lot of ayahuasca, but nothing worked on me. I think because back in the days I didn't know I was a starseed, and I didn't know. I think if I would have gone into it, I would have gone out of space, being connected with my family, the Arcturians, or other lives I had in Orion and other places. I think I would be in such a shock that I might have not opened to where I am now, right? And what I need to bring forward to support Starseeds, because that's really where my journey has taken me till now. So ego death, then, letting go of it in such a way that it's gentle. All right. What is needed for that gentle transition? Or it could be chaotic, whatever you like. But I don't want to put in your mind that it can only be chaos, it can only be difficult, it can only be hardship. But because it's not. And that then becomes your own only image, the way to do it. And that's then what will be experienced, right? Imagine you are your higher. So let's take another route. Imagine that you are your higher self, right? This is you. This is your love and light. This is this unconditional love, this pureness, this divinity, this beauty that you are. Oh, feeling it. Are you feeling it? And then you stepping more and more into that. And then in front of you happens life. And then imagine that here's your human, your ego, that wants to hold on to things. And more of your higher self, just to visualize it, wants to burst into your life, wants to come into your life, wants to guide you. It always does it, but you will become more aware of it. You will allow more of it. So everything goes with more ease, right? And so imagining that your human is in front of it, trying to hold on, but things are falling away. We are in the time of things falling away, or coming up first and then falling away, right? And you're struggling here, holding on. The more you struggle, you can just see it. I'm trying to hold on. Let go. Let it go. Move your human aside. We talk about it in a moment, how you do that. Move it aside so your higher self can come into your life, right? You can live more from that. Nothing outside comes in your life. It's you, your pureness, your divinity coming more into your life. If that feels like struggle, it's because you're trying to hold on to old stories. Let it go. So how do you do that? How do you get out of the way and let it go? By letting it go. Okay, I'm going to channel this part because can say something wise about it. But we feel that's very much preconception. It's more validated when it comes from outside, which is not true. But I like to channel this part. I felt an energy surge through my body. Sorry, my body is moving because I need to empty my energy, because I need to put my frequency up. Bear with me for a moment, and while you bear with me, why don't you give it a thumbs up, right? Subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment, share it, while I bring my frequency up. Wow, so multitasking. Someone was saying the other day when I was channeling for them, I couldn't believe how fast that went. Just one poof from the other moment, and there you were. And there we are. That is what it is these days. People are really fast. And you can learn as well how to do that, right? I'm teaching that in my program. Enough of that. Here we are, beautiful you. I present the Arcturian, myself in another lifetime. Happening all simultaneously, having a beautiful life amongst my Arcturian family, buddies, friends, speaking here through me to you. There it comes. Ah, yes. Letting go. We're delighted. Okay, he's speaking for many. We're delighted you're finally ready to let go. We're delighted for you to release more of that what doesn't serve you anymore right now. Your beautiful stories that you told yourself, your beautiful limitations that you experienced. It was amazing, wasn't it? What an adventure it was, wasn't it? But now you're ready to let it go, we heard. We hope you do. We hope you do. And Alice asked us to guide you in doing that easier. Well, she's right. Just drop it. Let's let go of it. But let us come with something more divine. Are you ready for it? Are you strapping your seatbelts? Are you ready for it? Step into that beauty that you are now, right now, here with us. Step into that energy. Use our energy. Use that higher frequency that there is here transmitted right now. So it's easier for you to step in all that you are. Feel that love. Feel that vibrance. Feel your expansion. You are truly magnificent as a human being. You are this beautiful human, this expanded self. Feel into it. Doesn't it feel amazing? This is what you are at all times. And then you have that human struggling of letting go of that small self who thinks it figures it out. We want to emphasize on how small that part of you, that identity, those stories are that you are trying to hold on to. They are nothing compared to what you are. They are limited. They're a fraction of what you are. Can you feel that? You might say, but even the but, yes, but. Do you see how little that is from all that you are? You're this beautiful expansion, this beautiful being. So much love and light beams off you. Become aware of that. And then see that human, that little human struggling to hold on to something that is not that. It doesn't make sense, does it? Can you look at that human from far? It is so tiny. It's so small. It's love. We love it. We love it. Don't underestimate that. But we just want to see it in the scale of things. It is so small and limited. It is so small and nothing compared to all that you are. This vastness, this grandness, this pure love. And why would you then hold on to things that seemed important? They're not. Let it go. Oh, let it go and feel your light and your love. And from there you can see how insignificant it is to hold on to things that are not you. Let it go. Drop it. You're so much more than that. You are pure love. Bring that pure love into your light. Feel what you're feeling right now. Step through life while feeling this. Come back to it as much as you can. This is what you are. Don't let go of it. Keep it with you. Use it as a blanket around you, as a coat, as a suit, as it however you want a cloth, however you want it to feel. So it's with you, so you can almost materialize it, imagining it with you at all times. You can also see it as a light around you, feel it as love, as a vibration, as a color. What is it for you? So you can carry it with you while you do life, right? We're so feeling this for you. We're feeling so much love. Yes, I'm feeling that too. And we're so excited for you to trying on this new coat, this new cloth, this new light, and having that with you. And then really realize whatever you struggle with, whatever you try to hold on to, it's not worth it. And from your light, it doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't mean anything. You can choose any reality that you like. Or just be that light, but do life. Don't sit still and just feel that bliss. But really, we invite you to do life with the cloth, with the light around you. Enter life. Do what feels right in every moment in time. You owe that to yourself. And with that, we depart. We love you. We love you. We love you. It was beautiful to connect with you. Thank you. Needing to come back to myself. What a burst of energy. So joyful. Normally they're way more serious. It was serious. But this time it felt so much joy for the fact that you are letting go. So happy for you to let go. So much love for them, for you. Given to you this transmission from my heart to yours. Much love and looking forward to see you next week. Love it. Bye-bye.